Hi everybody, it's Julie, and today I'm going to show you at least 7 of my favorite ways to use stamps in junk journals to make pages and ephemera. This is part of the September Something Special Stash Buster Junk Journal Challenge. We are using our stamps, and everybody is making a page and an embellishment for their monthly challenge journal using stamps. I'm giving you several ways, and so let's get right to it. Okay, here we are. Let's go ahead and start stamping. We are going to start with just single stamp, adding a stamp to items to be able to use them, okay? So something as simple as one of these little Michael stamps. I think this little bunny is just absolutely adorable. And we can take and just stamp him right there on a ticket, and we have that taken care of. We can also stamp him on one of these little receipts. And if I lean it, I'll get a little bit of the mark from the circle. I'll show you. I did one of these earlier, and I accidentally got the circle, but I really liked it because it kind of looked like a postage cancellation. So there we have a little, just stamping the little bunny that I think is so darn cute right onto something. Okay, next we have a green tag. Okay, and this I think this came with gift bags. I don't remember, or it might have just been the tags, but they're this bright green color. And I think that they are really fun. And I thought we could just go ahead and add our little fox. Okay, this is an Ink-a-Dink-a-Doo set, and I got this at Michael's. And they might still have it. They have, if they don't have this one, they have an animal set that's similar. Okay, so just adding him down here. I think he's really, really cute. You could add somebody also to the top, but I think I'm just going to stick with our little fox. Just that simple. Okay, so simple stamping. I also have the tag book that we've been trying to use up. This one kind of looks fall. And so I was thinking maybe the little chipmunk over here. Okay, so I'm looking at this, and it's got a curve right here, just like his tail. And so I was like, well, I think we could put the chipmunk and his tail in that little curve right there. Okay, so chipmunk. And let's go ahead and stamp him off over here on the guest check before we put them away. Okay, so they are 2 different sizes of stamps. So this one goes on that side, and this one goes on that side. Okay, now we could also add something here. Again, you could do like a cancellation stamp, or you can just leave it so that you can add collaging up here. But there you go, our little chipmunk guy. He's going in the drawer. Okay, our little bunny can go in the drawer so we don't lose him. And so some other things that you might have hanging around. You might have paint chips that say Owlet and Mushroom Blush. So I'm thinking the owl, and I'm going to use this owl a lot. I really like this owl. I like the leaves behind it. Okay, so I'm going to put him kind of up by where it says. Okay, so just stamping him on there. Now I can come back, I can leave this for writing space. I can come back in, add a pocket, decorations, make it a tag, add stuff to the back. But there I have the little owl added. Okay, let's go ahead and stamp him over here. And then I have mushroom blush. And I have, this is where my Tim Holtz stamps are. They're in a photo album. They fit perfect. I have just the right amount in here. And so that makes them easy to find. The other thing I found out was I also have another stamp set of these mushrooms. But this one has more mushrooms. The other stamp set has some stamps that I really like. So I'm going to go ahead and stamp that and put it right there in the middle. Okay. So mushroom blush. Single stamping. Now I've messed up over here a little bit. Let's go ahead and stamp this off. Okay. I'll put this over here. I'll put it away in a minute. But I can't lose the block. Okay, so I missed a little over here. I'm just going to come in with my with the pen and make some little grassy marks. Okay, and then I'm going to come over to this side and add some there. And then some down here. Okay, so that's fixing up where you messed up a little bit of the stamp. Just add some grass. You've seen me do that before. Okay, so single stamping, we're going to call that. And I think these are going to make cute little cards. We'll just go ahead and put some lined paper or something, maybe some note paper on the back of those. And we can put those in the drawer so they can dry. Put one on each side. Okay. Next I have a sticker. Okay. And I think I want to put the, again, the owl. I love the owl. Huh. I have another owl. He's kind of, I don't know. I like this one. Okay, so this is archival ink. This will work on these stickers, okay? So there you go. And he's on the sticker and he's ready to go into the journal. And isn't that cool? Let's see. Stamp him on something, but you know what? We'll just stamp him on here. I have a little pile of extras over here. So if you have something that you want to go ahead and stamp on these other two stickers while they are drying, I want to see, well, this butterfly will fit. Okay. Okay, so we have this butterfly. Now these stamps with this darker, those are from Cavallini and Company. And I got those at Ben Franklin in Ojai. They came in this tin. Let me move everybody out of the way here. It's called Flora and Fauna. And you got the assorted stamps and the black ink pad. I've never used the ink pad, but these are the stamps. And then there's also a fern that I'm going to use in a few minutes. But you've got a bug and a dogwood, an owl and the buck and the rabbit and the, and then the mushroom and bird. Okay. So we did the butterfly, and then I think we can go ahead and let's do the mushroom on this side. Okay, so single stamping. We've done a lot of single stamping. Okay, butterfly. And I have a paper towel in the bottom in here so that they don't move, well, they don't move around as much. But there's my stickers, so stamping on, and now I've got these stickers, and I think those are going to be really fun to be able to use. So these are going to work in both my fall collaboration journal and in my I'm trying to remember what stamp goes here, sorry. In my challenge journal for September, the September something special Stash Buster Junk Journal Challenge, and that is what we're working on in September. The details videos in the description box down below. There's still plenty of time for you to join us. It's an easy one. We're doing a page and an embellishment using each of the items that I chose for this month. So this is a Crafters Consortium stamp set. Okay, so it's got that deer in there, and that's what I wanted to use next. No, actually, I'm going to use the bird. Okay, so we're going to put the bird on here, and I'm using the archival ink, and I'm going to be putting it onto a playing card. I did this one just a little while ago, added this stamp right here, and you can see it's not rubbing off. That's with archival ink. So let's go ahead, and I'm going to put this there. And I'm thinking that it's like this branch is, you know, up close to where you are, and the sunset is further away. I love these colors for fall. So and I moved. So don't move when you do the card one. Then you can come back in and color it. I think that's what it was. It might be a thicker. It's thicker, but I must have moved. So it happens. Blooper. I can cover it with something else, or I can just leave it. But there you go. I'm going to put this one in as stamping on a playing card instead of that one. You see, we've got that. It also will go with the fall. But this card is one of the card sets. It's in the card set that I put in the shop that also has a card of Queen Elizabeth II, her Silver Jubilee celebration, and it's a playing card, and it's in that set also. So, and those are in the Etsy shop. Okay, so we can go ahead and put that one over here, and so we did the playing card. Now with the playing card, you want to make sure you're using like the archival ink or a stays on for it to stays on. Okay, so next we're gonna do book pages. And we're going to start with my little favorite dictionary here. And oh, I don't want to use enchanting because, you know, I might be able to use that for, there we go. Okay, so taking this little guy, and for the small dictionary, we're going to use the squirrel. Oh, we'll see how this one does. Okay, this is the first time I've used this set of stamps, so we'll see. We'll see. Okay, what did I do with the block? There it is. We'll be using it quite a bit, so don't want to lose it. So this is one of those squirrels with the pointy ears. Our squirrels here do not have super big pointy ears. In my last year's fall digital, we have a squirrel image in there with the pointy ears. So yeah, it does have larger lines, but that's a great stamp for it shows up. Okay, it shows up really good. So for coloring it in, we can just really quickly use, I have some gold, we'll have a golden squirrel. Why not? Okay. It's a very fast way of coloring in a stamp. There you go. We have a little squirrel. Squirrel! Okay. And then, I can put him over here. Make sure that he's nice and clean. He can go back on, right? Because we've got it right here. Okay, on your acrylic stamps, make sure that you've taken them apart. You don't want to go to finally use it and have it so stuck to the papers that you can't use it. How do I know that can happen? It has happened to me. So, and again, I got this set of stamps at Spectrum Art Creations. And let's see, will that guy fit? No, he's not going to fit on there. So we'll have to pull out the big guns. Okay, so we've got this guy. Okay. And we're going to want to put him on a larger dictionary page. I have a very broken dictionary. Was in the wrong page, guys. Dear. Ooh, we get a nice rip and tear there. Nice rip and tear. Okay, so deer is right here. And what if we take our gold and we go ahead and there we go, deer. Okay, and I don't think we need decrepit and deform on the top. If the words are good, I would leave them, but I'm just, yeah, I think we can save those for Halloween. And we have our little deer here that we're going to go ahead and put in. I could put him right over the top, but I think we'll go ahead and set him, have him go along the side there. Okay. This is a much better way of adding your ink than putting your stamp in the ink pad, because then you don't get ink all over the outside edges. Okay, I want to make sure that I don't move. Okay, there he is. There he is. His face looks like looks like the puppy's face. The olive puppy. Okay. Oh dear. Okay. And then we can color him in. This is the only, I put the other box of makeup away, so this is the one I've got out. Okay, so there we go. We have stamped him on a dictionary page, and he is ready to be able to use. We did find the definition there, so love, love, love that. Okay. Oh, next I have a really fun, you know what, let's go ahead and grab a, okay, so we're going to grab a book page. Okay, so if I pull this down, okay, and push this one up, grab some glue. I'm going to put glue along this whole piece here. And put some over here so that can come down. Okay. And then this one will close here, and we'll close here. So I'm making a little pocket. Okay, so we have this little pocket right here. It can be put into the journal, glued here, here, and here, and have a pocket here, or glued here, here, and here, and have a pocket here. It could also be a top tuck. I'm going to use my little owl again. This is the last, I believe, of the just plain single stamping. We're just going to stamp the little owl right here. There you go. Stamped right on a book page. I love, love, love it. Okay. And we made a book page pocket that we're going to be able to have. Okay. There's a lot of owls on this little guy over here. Put that up there. Set these back here. So next we're going to move to stamping on fabric. So definitely one of my favorite things. If you have some fabric hanging around, it is something that you might definitely want to try. Oh, I have another single stamping thing that we want to do, and this is called making a tattoo. We're going to make the tattoo, and then I'll show you how we use it. I call it a tattoo. We're going to use the little deer this time, okay? And I just want to lightly get him some, and we're going to put it on this coffee dyed parchment paper, deli paper. It's one or the other. We're going to add our little deer a couple places and put that back up. So these were from Michael's also, you guys, from where they used to have the dollar spot. Now they'll occasionally have like stamps and things. So and they come in a little box like this. So that was the fall ones one year, and this was the fall ones another year, because I love the fall ones. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and pull this off, and I'll set it aside so that it can dry. But there, we've stamped it in the archival ink sepia. Okay, on the large pad, and I did get that from Spectrum Art Creations also. My trash can keeps running into my leg, or my leg keeps running into my trash can. Okay, excuse me. Fabric. We're gonna move on to fabric. So I have some white fabric here. It came from a linen. I don't know if it was a sheet, a tablecloth, a pillowcase, whatever it was. I have folded down this edge. I've ripped all the way around it. That is how I like to deal with all of my fabric usually, is because you get a pretty straight edge, and I like the fraying. Okay, so I have inked up this stamp. This is a Stampability stamp. I think I got this at Hobby Lobby during one of their sales. I'm just going to go ahead and stamp it on here. I want to make sure that the ink is going into the fibers. I'm trying not to move it, but I'm holding it on there and letting it come off the ink pad onto the fabric. So there I have stamped a little rabbit, and you could do this on, you know, and use it for anything. It could be a flip. I'm going to use this for a pocket. You can see I've gone ahead and put that down. And so I have stamped on some fabric for a pocket. I love it. He's kind of big. Let's go ahead and put him on the back. There we go. And he's very light, so that's okay. Okay, so next I have lost. Oh, okay. So here is a piece of the fabric, and if I just go ahead and pull off a couple pieces, okay, and then I want to fray them, take all the frayed edges off so that they don't end up underneath my stamp when I'm stamping, because that is irritating to have that happen. Okay, so there we go, and I think we'll go with this way. Okay, so we have this bunny from the Cavallini and Company stamp set, and I can go ahead and stamp him there. Okay, so that's going to give us a little piece that we can add in. And I'm going to try him on a piece that has a print. Okay, again, leaving it down so that the ink can come off the stamp, and there we've got our little bunny. So we have a little flippy thing, and we have a little piece that we can add to something. And you could just go ahead and, you know, stamp some bunnies. And rip that and have it ready. And the Emerald Patreons are going to get some bunnies, or a bunny, in their September package, their ephemera package. So they're little, I'm going to call them September bunnies, little September bunnies. Okay. Okay, so that was that kind of idea for fabric. Then another one is to take and have strips. And I wish I'd ironed this. Okay, I do have a ticket stamp here somewhere. Also from Spectrum Art Creations. And I think this one that has the bigger pieces on it. I love stamps, you guys. I have so many stamps. You haven't seen me use them because it just hasn't been convenient. And I am working on organization that makes some of these things more convenient. And so here we go. I can go ahead and stamp that on there. Okay, and there I have a little piece that I can use as an embellishment, to enhance an embellishment. Okay, there we go. And fabric is my anything you love. That is one of the categories for the September challenge. And so there, oh my gosh. So I've already, for an embellishment right here, I've used anything I love and a stamp, which is 2 of the items. So pretty cool. So we'll add that over there. Stamping on fabric. And stamping tickets. I love that. I really like that stamp. Actually, I really like this whole stamp set. So, you know I love numbers. I don't know. Oh, September 25th. And look, this one, it has north, northwest. It has numbers. Is that time? Yeah, that's time there. Stamp here. Pretty cool. Okay. So you can check out the Spectrum Art Creation. Check out their website, Spectrum Art Creations. Everything that they have is Spectrum Art Creations. So if you're looking for their Etsy shop, you go to Spectrum Art Creations. If you're looking for their website, you go to Spectrum Art Creations. If you want to shop, you can shop their website 24/7, or you can join several shoppers on Saturdays. And they're usually going right after our premiere, so I don't know what time they start. I just know that they start during our premiere. So okay, so for say you want a tie, okay, now we can do a different color, but I'm just going to go ahead and go with my mushrooms in black. You can go ahead and go along in straight line like this, okay, or of course you can have them in the other direction if you wanted to. Could use any stamp, a little flower, something else, and look how cute he looks sitting, coming out up there. Okay. Okay, and I was going to show you, so a while back I showed you this, and I did it with green and the butterfly stamp. Okay, and I used it for a tie for a journal. Okay, so there is that. Are you still here? Say type butterfly if you're still here. Okay, next. So those are fabric stamping, or stamping on fabric. Next we are going to do some pages. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and put you over here and put the scissors. Put everybody where they go, and we're going to grab some pages. Okay, so for our first thing, we have this, it's tracing paper, or noisy paper, and we're going to go ahead, and because we have out the archival ink, so archival ink or Stays On are the ones that I would recommend for this. And you can just go ahead and stamp your little guy. Okay, and then he can become a page. It does take a little while for this to dry, so go ahead and set it somewhere, but you've got this cute little page. There you go. And it's noisy, and I like noisy. And of course on the noisy paper, I usually like to rip the edge. So just a little FYI there. Okay, so noisy paper page. And okay, so next I have the cotton paper. You guys have seen the cotton paper before. I'm going to use this in my journal. And so what I was thinking for this one is I have this stamp also from Spectrum Art Creations. A lot of the times, you guys, they will have stamps that are, I mean, their price is so good. I'm not even going to take this off of here. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to ink it. So the bird is up there, so that's the top. So I'm going to grab this and I'm going to ink it like this. Okay, so I'm not even putting ink on the whole thing. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to go around my page, and I'm just going to add this randomly around my page. Okay. So there, and so we're just upgrading the paper that we already have, and I'm not finding the other butterfly, so I think let's go ahead and we'll use this one. I'm going to go ahead and add a butterfly. Again, you can use colored ink. The page is already pretty full, so I wouldn't probably be able to journal on this page, so I'm okay with just adding the butterflies in here. And the butterflies are something that are going to be prevalent throughout my journal probably. Okay, so there we've added something to the page. I love, love, love that. Okay, so you remember our tattoo? I'm going to pull out some coffee dyed paper. This is some of the, we call it the Holy Grail, coffee dyed Holy Grail paper. And I'm going to grab a tattoo from earlier. Okay, so I have the little deer, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to be able to take the glue stick, and I have the Tombow Mono glue stick, which is my favorite, and I'm going to go ahead and add that on there. Okay, and I'm going to add him down here. Okay, and I'm going to show you that he becomes part of the page. And this is something I love to do because sometimes I like to just do all my stamping at one time, and then to be able to come back and put this in, like if your book is already put together, you've already gone ahead and done the binding of the book and everything, and stamping is inconvenient sometimes when you've already got it together. But this is a way to add stamping. You already know your stamping is in good shape. That's another thing, that you didn't rock or move, and there you go. Okay, so I call that the tattoo. That's why I call it a tattoo, because we're putting it on and it just becomes part of the page. I love it. And so, yeah, so there is the tattoo. And so we are going to do these next. Oh, I can tell you this one. This is acetate. Again, archival ink is the recommendation for this one. And I am going to go ahead and got a fox, got a bunny, got an owl, these are all Inka-Dinka-Doo stamps right here, chipmunk, butterfly, butterfly. So I'm just going around the edge here. Okay, I've got our little bunny. I'll put him right here with the butterfly. Okay, we have our other owl. I just need to stamp all those off. Okay, we've got our little, there's a little hedgehoggy guy. Oh well, I can cover that with something. Let's see. I have the other bunny. Mushrooms flying in the air. Okay, so I just went ahead and I've stamped a little goodie around there. And I wonder if I could have... I don't know. I don't want to do it now, right? What if we... I haven't tried this guy, but... Oh, he's cute. Look at him. Oh my gosh. Look at him. Oops. Oh, he's so cute. Yeah, so he's from one of the Michael sets. So darn cute. Okay, and then of course if you mess things up, you can always cover them with something. But there we've gone ahead and on the acetate. Now this is going to take quite a while to dry. So I'm going to set that up here and hopefully I'll remember to show you at the end. I might not remember. Let's see. These guys need to be stamped off onto something. This is what I was stamping on earlier. Okay, we're getting there. We're getting there. Are you, have you seen anything new? Got an idea over again? I don't know what that... Reimagined. Okay, so now we are on to... We're going to take away our black. And we're going to stamp with the color pad. Okay. And I want to not have this in the way. The tattoo page. What do you think about the tattoo page? Have you been here long enough that you've seen me do the tattoo page before? Okay, so I'm going to start with this awesome Cavallini and Company fern from that Flora and Fauna set. And actually, okay, and I'm going to stamp it around. I have Distress ink. I believe this is the peeled paint. Okay, so just random. Probably want to come in off the edge for a few. All the different angles. Okay. So that is the Cavallini Company. Yes, it is peeled paint. And so for my next color, I have the archival ink in leaf green. I have another fun stamp. This one is from Gambina. It's Inkadinkadoo, actually. And I don't think it's part of a set. I think it's just a stamp that I bought. Okay, so just randomly going around. One of the things that you can do is if there is a paper in your paper pad that you like, and you're like, I like that. And it's stamp around like this. See what it is about the pattern that you like. Is it real close together? Is it far apart? If you're going to be touching, then you want to be lots of them touching. Okay, so I have this one also in that color, but I'm going to wait and come back to that. Okay, so this one is also going to be in that color. We are going to Rustic Wilderness. Oh my gosh, this is like the juiciest stamp pad I've ever seen in my whole life. And here I have a, this is from Dots. It's called Wildflower, K155. 155. I don't know if they still have it. Most of my Dots wooden stamps are from the early 90s. In case you were curious. Okay. So you've heard me talk about when something just, you're not getting focus when you're looking at it and it needs black. Well, this is actually a really dark green, and it's going to work to do the same thing. I could have gone around the outside and left journaling space. That probably would have been a good idea because it's really light paper. Okay, now I'm going to just come in. I wish I had more room. My table. I'm hoping to take care of that in October. I picked up some more really cool organization things, and I am changing my color scheme in here a little bit. Actually not very much, because I love my black and pink. So yeah, okay, so that was Rustic Wilderness. Very, very wet stamp pad for me there. Okay, and now I'm going to come back in with this little leaf and the leaf green archival. Okay. And you see this one's a pretty, it's a solid stamp. So we've got a variety of texture in the stamps that I chose. I'm going in a variety of directions. Make sure that you stamp all the way down, Julie. Okay, so get out your stamps. They are, one of the things that we are definitely using in our challenge this month, of course, they are the S for something in the something special. Okay. So made my own background paper. I love it. I love it. I love it. Now, I can go ahead and this is our tattoo page. I can continue that same look on the edge of this. Okay, so just on the edge is what I'm going to go for here. And yeah, there it is. Okay. Okay. Okay, I've lost the, there it is. Like I've lost the stamp that I was using. Okay, so just on the edge. Very, very simple. And we have a page that is ready to go in the journal. And of course you can go ahead and stamp around the tattoo as well if you wanted to. And so there you go. There you go. Now this can be used as a page. Okay, so folded and used as a page. If it was in a traveler's notebook style, you can go ahead, fold up the bottom, or you can go ahead and cut these out into things that you might need for your journal, into tags, into pockets, into all the things that you might need. The same thing with the cotton one. You can go ahead and do that. So I have 2 pages that are ready for my, actually 3. I will be able to use these in my journals that I have coming up. I am so excited. So I have one more thing I want to show you, and I love the way this this turns out, and that is using the digitals. Okay, and I have put them well, one of the things is I am probably, you see this is part of day 1 for the, or week 1, day 1, week 1, part 1 of the 5-day challenge from Kara Brandon and Dear Julie Julie. And we've got this little woodland sounds right here, and I think I'm going to go ahead, and it's kind of small, so I think I'm going to go ahead and add the little people, the little things down here at the bottom. And I'm going to do the deer in the brown because that's how we did it on the tattoo. Okay. So, and he can just go and be right on here. So don't be afraid to add stamps to your digitals. think we'll go ahead and add him in brown also this time. He might have some black to him. Oh, there we go. And then I think we'll add this hedgehog. I think this one is so darn cute. And I think I'm going to probably end up taking these guys out of their packaging. Okay, so let's go ahead, get him, make sure that he's straight. Maybe that guy isn't sitting straight. There we go. Okay. So adding them onto the woodland sounds. I was going to just add the owl up here. So, okay, wow, we have done a lot of things. Let's go ahead and check out what we did. We stamped on this and it is now dry. And you could make this into a glassine pocket, you know, but we did it as a page, a noisy page to go in the journal. That will be so much fun. I think my very favorite thing that we did was the tattoo. So there we have the tattoo. Here we have the multicolored stamping on the edge. Here we have the page where we took the page that already had a print and we stamped on top of that, upgrading it. Then here is our triple stamping, variety of colors, variety of stamps, making a background that then we can use as a background, or we can use it to make tags and things like that. So the next, and then we did some fabric stamping. So we stamped on a pocket. We stamped on a little patch. We stamped a ticket on a patch. We stamped a rabbit on that. Then we stamped a bunch of rabbits and made little rabbit patches. Then we stamped the mushrooms on the edge, and these could become a tie. Okay, so we have our tie. Then we did a bunch of single stamping. So we stamped on book pages. So dictionary, there's our little dictionary, and then we use the eyeshadow to color him in. And then we stamped on a bigger dictionary, and we used eyeshadow to color him in and to highlight that. And we folded a little pocket out of a book page and stamped the owl. One of my other favorite things is taking the theme of the paint chip and stamping a stamp that goes along with the theme of the paint chip for single stamping. There's our tattoo. Stamping on a playing card using StazOn or archival ink. Stamping on a ticket. He's so cute. And on a tag. And then we also stamped on this little goodie here. And we stamped on a sticker. Okay, and then we have our little stamp off that we can also use as a card if we wanted to. And so here we stamped on stickers. Which was your favorite? I think the paint chips and the tattoo are my favorites. Then I have been stamping on the new digitals, and that is a lot of fun. So I'm looking forward to seeing what you do for your stamping, and I hope you take it up a notch and we see something that we haven't seen before, maybe. So yeah, So when you do the challenge, you also, there's in the challenge group, there are places that you post your items that you made for each category, and it is a lot of fun to go and look at those. I also wanted to mention I did a live video in the group yesterday explaining the details about the cover, and then we went through each category and kind of ironed those out. People asked questions until I got kicked off because I was in a place that didn't have really great internet reception and I couldn't get back on. So yeah, but go check that out, and don't forget about the challenge. It starts the 21st. You'll see our first projects made with these 2 pages. The digitals are on sale. They're the 5-day collab kits for 2022. 5-day fall collab kits for 2022 in the Dear Julie Julie Etsy shop and the Kara Brandon Creations Etsy shop. Because remember, you take the Dear Julie Julie page and the Kara Brandon page and you use them together to make your things. Okay? So there we go. I hope you got something out of this, and I hope you have an amazing day. Find something to celebrate every day. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye. Bye-bye.